Hi, my name is Sai Poorna. I'm an angel investor, entrepreneur, and an early adopter of cryptocurrencies, co-founder of Bitcoin Cafe, which is now rebranded as Meta V Cafe. Please join my podcast where I'll discuss about Bitcoin and investment into various cryptocurrencies. My success mantra is learn, unlearn and relearn. कुछ बातों का मतलब कुछ मतलब की बातें क्या मतलब. I hope you all are enjoying the journey of Bitcoin so far. Today's episode is about El Salvador, the first country in the world to make Bitcoin as their legal tender. There are many countries whose native currency was inflated so much that they had to dump their native currency and make US dollars as their financial currency. It's human greed of those leaders and politicians of these countries who always seeked shorter solutions to every economic problems. And their priority always was more on their own short-term gains to be in power than the benefit of their country or people. We humans actually are tuned to accept some old rotten standards and narratives given to us by our leaders. Look at Zimbabwe's currency, which was hyperinflated, and imagine what happened to all those who have been saving from years and years of hard work. All those savings was of no worth at all of a sudden. So savings just is not a solution for our financial problems. We need to get into a discipline of continuously, regularly investing into different asset classes. So Zimbabwe finally had to abandon their own currency and adopt US dollars as their legal tender. Similarly, Ecuador, El Salvador, and there are 14 to 15 countries in the world who have abandoned their own native currency to accept US dollars as their legal tender. But after COVID, we have seen how US dollars got inflated. So in 2021, we have seen a historical moment when President of El Salvador, Mr. Nayib Bukele, who is a young, dynamic leader, took a bold decision and declared Bitcoin as their legal tender. It means when you travel to El Salvador, you can make payments in a cafe or shops or any of those American chains like Starbucks, KFC, or McDonald's to pay in Bitcoin. He took it as a challenge and created framework wherein more than 4 million wallets were opened across the country. This also means that they can pay their debts in Bitcoin to any country. Their exports to any country can now be realized in Bitcoin, which is again cheaper and faster compared to the SWIFT method of cross-border payments by banks. Hence, IMF cautioned El Salvador to take back their decision of accepting Bitcoin as their legal tender. But Mr. Nayib Bukele denied. Later, IMF sent Mr. Nayib Bukele requesting to roll back his decision of Bitcoin as their legal tender. Not only this, when the world and the government started blaming Bitcoin mining as wastage of energy, Mr. Bukele announced to work Bitcoin mining using volcanic geothermal electricity. There is always two sides of this adoption. Some countries see Bitcoin as a threat, and for some it's an opportunity to come out of this old rotten standards of economy. Actually, El Salvador has created a history by making Bitcoin as the legal tender and also announced that the country has begun leveraging volcanic energy to mine Bitcoin. Russia, after the war and sanctions on their banking transactions, has approved to accept Bitcoin against the supply of their oil and energy. We may soon see many such countries to join the bandwagon. Recently, Madeira, a small country, also declared to accept Bitcoin as their legal tender.